Hi, how are you? My name is Miss Kenlock. I prefer to be called Miss K. It's kind of easier for the students to remember me by. And I just wanted to thank you for coming into my office. I do want to let you know a couple of things before we start. So, some of the things that we will be talking about is the reason why you are here, but I do want to let you know that we will be filming for educational purposes. Okay. A couple of things that I wanted to inform you about is, just a little background about who I am. I am a school counselor, of course. I do have experience, or I've worked with elementary, and now I've transitioned into high school. So, again, thank you for allowing me to meet with you. And I wanted to let you know as well that a lot of the things that we will be talking about, most of it will be confidential, under the exceptions of if there is anything that would present as a harm to you or to someone else at that point, I would have to take the appropriate actions and let someone know. And basically, that purpose would be to ensure safety. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So, I wanted to know basically from you at this point, first and foremost, your name again, just so that I can make sure when we are talking, I do pronounce it correctly.
Alright. So my name is Sue.
Okay. What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Okay. Cool. And what is your understanding with regards to why we're meeting?
I made a comment to Ms. Waters that recently I've noticed that once I either see that I will be approaching a group of men or somehow interact with a group of men, I feel the need to clinch, either with my hands or with a pair of keys. It's just like a need that I feel that makes me feel better, and I feel that I shouldn't be feeling that, but that's why I made it. I asked Ms. Water if that was normal or should I talk to somebody about that.
Okay. And how long have you been feeling this way? How long have you been feeling that way?
I really didn't pay attention to it much until recently, so I don't know if maybe I've been doing it for a while, but recently I've noticed that I do it, and especially it feels weird.
Okay. And is there anything in specific like that prompted your immediate, how could I say it, like that drew your attention to, oh my God, like I'm clenching my fingers or my fists when I'm walking past people or I'm interacting with men?
I feel I just noticed it, and I looked down at my hands, and it was just like oh wow, like I have marks on my hand because of how hard I'm clenching.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about, if you're comfortable, let's talk a little bit about your upbringing. What is your household dynamic like?
My parents live together.
Mm-hmm.
I have one brother, one sister.
Mm-hmm.
I've always lived around family.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's been good. I feel like they've always been very respectful and everything, but I have had relationships that I feel may have caused a distrust in men.
Okay.
But I don't feel like it would lead to me feeling that way, especially to just a group of men.
Okay.
It's not one single man, it's just a group when I see a group of men.
Okay. And do you happen to know, okay, I'm sorry. So you basically stated that you've had past relationships. Is that correct to say that
Yes.
have made you aware, but not necessarily anything in particular that makes you feel this way when you're around these group of men? Can you tell me a little bit about your past relationships?
I've had two relationships. Both of them ended because they cheated.
Okay.
And both were long terms. So one was 2 years, one was 3 years.
Okay.
So it was pretty long. But I don't know if it's because of that or if it's because of another reason, but it just feels like I shouldn't feel that way.
Okay. So can you explain to me when you're walking by or when you're engaging, what is the interaction like with you and...
So if I'm here and it's at the end of the corner, if I see that there's a group of men, I will cross the street.
Okay.
If somehow they pop out of nowhere, I have to walk through.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's like my mechanism to like get the guts to walk through.
Okay.
But I feel just like my body, it feels uncomfortable.
Okay. And so there was something that you did mention with regards to if you see them from a distance, you will cross the street. Is there anything in your past relationships that you relate that to, that you're thinking about?
I'm not sure that I can say. Sometimes I would avoid talking about conflict that I have.
Okay.
I guess that would be the only thing that I feel like I would walk away from, conflict.
Okay, so is it safe to say that when you encounter these people, these men, that to you it kind of presents as conflict to you?
Yes.
Okay, that's understandable. So would you mind talking about maybe some strategies that we could use? Because, I mean,
Yeah.
clinching is, your way of coping with things. However, we can review or we can go over some, other, how do you call it, other measures or other skills that might be of use or helpful where you're not, hurting yourself in essence. I mean, I know you're not physically hurting yourself, but, that's your coping mechanism. Is there anything that you think you may want to do differently?
I've tried listening to music, but I listen to music and meanwhile I'm still clenching.
Okay.
So I wouldn't really know what else I can do. Like I try just like to like take deep breaths and be like, okay, it's alright, like there's nothing happening, and like relax. I feel like talking myself down works, and just like breathing.
Okay.
But that's the thing, that's sometimes it's just like I don't notice it and I already did it.
Right.
I feel like right now it's just natural.
Okay. And so when you're walking past these individuals, can you express, because I know you said you tried listening to music, you'll cross the street. Have you paid attention to what the interaction has been like? Are they yelling something at you?
Sometimes they're saying certain comments.
Okay.
Sometimes they're not even talking, and I just feel this way.
Okay. So sometimes it's nonverbal, sometimes it could be verbal. And let me ask you this question. Is there, just like reflecting on your prior relationships, are there similarities possibly with regards to the people you may have dated, and or is it just any particular?
It's just any group.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how they look, doesn't matter how they are, it's just men.
Okay.
Just the group of men.
Okay. And as far as your household, you said everything has been normal. Your family is supportive. You've been around your family all in your life. trying to think. Let's not focus on that. Let's try to deal with other, because, you know, I don't want you to feel that, you know, I want you to obviously feel comfortable. And I see now even that you're, you know,
Yeah.
a little clamming up or whatever.